phone has decided to go live early. Oh no. That wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to go live until 15:45. But no. It's decided to go live now. So, anyway. We are live. I wanna shut up, you don't start. Bloody parrot's starting already. So, first I'll start with a few pickups that I got a few. Is it yesterday? Yesterday and the day before, I think it was. First is the new Lex Luger WWE pop vinyl. I will be doing an unboxing of these on a later date, but these are just the latest pickups. I'll be doing some unboxing of some of the other stuff that I've got because I've got piles of them. Yeah. Stop you. Then I also got the new Razor Ramon. This is absolute stunning pop vinyl. Can't wait to unbox that eventually. I also got the Zelina Vega pop vinyl, which I actually never showed on a short or anything. I just thought I'd keep that separate and just spontaneously do it whenever. So what's next? One of my next pickups was the pay-per-view Britt Baker unrivaled pay-per-view limited edition, the Double or Nothing, which is based on the Owen Hart Cup. I think it was the one. Well, obviously it must be the one that she won because she's got the belt with it. So that should be a cool unboxing when I come round to doing that. And last of my pickups of this week, I think it is. Is it the last? Yes, the last one of my pickups this week so far is the Kurt Angle WWE Superstars line figure. Now, honestly, originally I wasn't gonna bother getting the Kurt Angle because I was trying to stick to a certain era when it came to the WWE Superstar line, which was more new gen or basically the old school people. However, when they revealed the Kurt Angle and everything, I started thinking otherwise. The only problem is now I need to try and get hold of The Rock and Kane. I think they're the only ones from the era that I was gonna go for, because I'm gonna basically go for Attitude Era and New Gen old school eras with these, which obviously means I do need to try and get Earthquake from somewhere. It's the one WWE Superstar line so far that's really got away from me, as well as Mr. Perfect. Which, to be honest with you, is a bit gutting, to be honest, because the Mr. Perfect I really wanted to get, but unfortunately that hasn't gone my way just yet. So, with those out of the way of the pickups, as I say, I will be opening these ones at a later date. But until then, I want to do some of today's unboxing. I'm not going to be doing a huge amount, I hope. But then I know what I'm like for yapping, so it could end up a long one. So I don't know. So I think personally I should go with I think a few of these. That one I wasn't going to do an unboxing of, so I might actually do that on this one. I'm just trying to pick some stuff out to unbox out of my big piles in the bag. So if you tuned in to my live video a few weeks ago, I think it was, you will see that all these that are in this video I actually revealed on the last video. So basically I'm gonna get most of, well, not all of them, but some of them out of the box, show you them like close up if I can, because I know my phone's like when it comes to camera. So yeah, I think we'll start with $1 Million Man Legend Series. I don't know which Legend Series is it. I'm guessing the 20 in the corner is the Legend Series 20. So if I'm wrong, you can let me know in the comments because I never keep up with like series and stuff, because to be honest with you, I just unbox them and then that's it. So usually I wouldn't just destroy the boxes the way I am with this one. But I forgot to bring something with me to actually get boxes with. So I'm going to have to just try and rip the figures open the best I can. So let's get Ted DiBiase's accessories out, because I'm not going to show like hands and stuff, because, well, in all honesty, the amount of hands that we've seen from Mattel over the last few years, they're probably up on the back. So I really should have brought this with me, because $1 Million Man doesn't come out. That explains why. Bloody plastic on the bloody belt. I could have actually ended up wrecking that belt, because I didn't know that there was plastic tags on it. So, now that I finally got that out, we have $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Let me just shove the belt around its waist so that you can see it with the belt on, and it doesn't actually fit. Have they actually shrunk the belt down? Because I know that on previous series they seemed awful long, and this one doesn't want to go around $1 Million Man's waist, which I'm sure it should do. Yeah, it's nearly on. I've nearly got it on. Yeah, so I have managed to get it round the waist. Barely. So this is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, from Legend Series 20. I know there was a chase version, and I don't know whether it was this version or whether it was the white version, because I know that there was a black version, and I know that had a silver chase version, but I don't know whether this is the standard or the chase. So it's actually a really good figure. Quite nice details on that, to be honest. You got the dollar signs on his jacket here. Then obviously you got the dollar signs there. The $1 Million Man, the $1 Million belt, should I say, is looking quite nice on that figure after I stretched it around his waist. You do get a pair of glasses with $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase for his much older version Ted DiBiase had which is based on basically now. So, which is what the glasses are for, because he never used to have them all them years ago. But yes, that is the $1 Million Man now head with the glasses on. So, I'll just get the microphone. That's not very good. So, yes, we're $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Legends Series 20. Hello, Jimmy Wrestling, who's just put yo. Next up, we're gonna unbox, or should I say, hurt my fingers and destroy the box. Mick Foley. This was Elite Series 102. I never actually got it when it first came out and everything, and I really wanted it, but I just never ever got it. I never actually saw it for ages, and then when I did see it, I was trying to get other stuff, so I ended up getting the other stuff before getting the folder. So I saw this for, I think it was a tenner on a website, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a thing. You know what, I'm going to get it. Yes, Commissioner Foley. The Commissioner Foley figure is actually, I actually thought that his jacket thing, I actually thought it was rubber, but it's not. It's actually soft goods. So that is an absolute bonus for me. It's an absolute bonus because I prefer the soft goods. Certain items I prefer it, don't get me wrong. There are some items, the rubber ones are acceptable. But mainly sleeveless. Which, well, this is sleeveless that's on this, but for Foley, I think he deserves special treatment. I'm gonna do this under the table so the microphone don't pick up as much. It's still dead. I'm trying to do it so as not making too much noise, because I think, as Jimmy Wrestling says on his videos, it is annoying and it can really, really go through you. So, Foley is now out of his packaging, and you get his gavel. I'm guessing that the gavel is actually molded in the hand. It's actually a molded hand with that gavel in it, so that's not too bad of a thing, because you can just swap the hand out and do whatever you want to do. And this is Commissioner Foley live on YouTube, as he would do. So yeah, the only thing that I don't like is the whole painted on t-shirt thing. I would have preferred that to have been soft goods as well. I might even look to see if I can get a custom made t-shirt to put underneath that, because I don't like painted on tops. You also get Commissioner Foley's little cacti that he used to have on his commissioner desk. So if you're looking to get an some sort of desk or anything for it, one thing that you could possibly look for if you wanted to get a desk for Foley, one that looks proper, have a look for a Doll's House desk. Doll's House, it's not really a computer desk. Well, I suppose you could say it is, but look for a computer, a doll's house desk. You probably see one quite similar to it. So that's what I'm gonna possibly do. Look for a doll's house desk so that I can have Foley and I can have his little cactus on and his little commissioner name thing on there. So yeah, so that should be pretty good. So yeah, that it's a pretty good figure. Very basic, obviously, because Foley didn't really wear anything extremely sparkly or designed back in the day. So quite a good figure there. Next, I'm gonna do Nick Carter next because if I'm all honest, I'm not really interested about opening this on here. I wasn't gonna even do an unboxing video with it, but with him recently appearing on NXT and everything, this was the only reason I ended up getting it. I did mention on my previous live video that I was absolute I was appalled because I wasn't actually in person when I got this figure. My mum actually asked me to see it in the shop, and she said, "Have you got this?" And I said, "No." To get it, not thinking about asking about the price. They still wanted £20 for this Nick Carter. £20, and it has been out for absolutely ages. That was not Home Bargains. I think it was B&M's, and they still wanted 20 quid for that. I was gutted when my mum actually told me. I even told her to take it back. I told her to take it back for that price, but never mind. It's here, and I've still got it. Because £20 for however many series have actually been out since this figure. I understand B&M's have probably still got to try and make money on them and stuff, but there's no wonder they're still on the shelves if they're selling them for that price when they've been out for so long. Half of the B&M's are still piled up with Trish Stratus from God knows how many series. Some of them have still got the Miss Elizabeth in the yellow outfit. I've never bothered with the yellow outfit, Miss Elizabeth. But you can understand why some of them are still on the shelves, because they never sold originally when they were in like Smiths and stuff like that. So they're not going to sell for that price now. So anyway, let's just... I have to make sure that I put the arms down and everything to make sure that they're not all stiff and stuff. So we'll just have a quick look at Nick Carter. You got the Nick Carter there, now part of the Rascals as Zachary. Is it Zachary Wench? Or something like that. I can't remember what his second name is. I know his name's Zachary. It's Zachary something. But he was in MSK, obviously, in NXT, which is what's on the side of his pants. So yeah, it's good figure, but as I say, £20 for a now figure that's from God knows how many series ago. You also get the jacket with him as well, which is one of those rubber type. I don't mind these being the rubber type because they've got no sleeves. If they've got sleeves, I don't tend to like the rubbery type tops. Now, the one exception out of these figures, actually, that I've just been opening and stuff so far, the $1 Million Man, I can actually accept because it's not a kind of figure that I would. It's not an in-ring gear figure. If it's an in-ring gear figure, it needs to be soft goods. To me, if it's long sleeved. But if you're not gonna actually use it as a in-ring gear figure, then obviously it doesn't matter. So yeah, there he is with his jacket on as well. So they got all his tattoos on there. I think he's possibly got some more tattoos now since this. I think he's got more tattoos on his stomach and chest and that now. I don't know, I can't remember. But but yeah, obviously that's based on when he was in NXT with MSK, along with Wesley. So I'm not getting anything that I can cut these open with. What the bloody hell was that? Have you fell to the bottom of your cage? Does it sound like it? Oh no, I've just knocked hand into the bag. I'll have to make sure I get it out later. So, next, we're going to move on to Solo Sikoa. No, I said that wrong. Solo Sikoa. I pronounced it with a H and I have no idea why. Solo Sikoa. That's even if I'm saying it right now. So yeah, we've got Solo from Elite Series. Oh no, it's the top picks favourites figure of Solo. So this one, if I remember rightly, his first one that came out, which was in just the normal Elites, I think his bottoms were actually all red. But these are actually the black with the red design on, rather than the red with the black design on. So I could possibly try and pick up his first one, but I'm not all that bothered. You'll no doubt end up with an Ultimate Edition at some point, with everything that's been going on with the Bloodline storyline in there. I'm looking forward to seeing the Jacob Fatu. No, it's not Jacob Fatu, is it? Is it Jacob? Yeah, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa figures that were shown on previews at, was it SummerSlam or was it the Comic Con? It might have been the Comic Con. Okay. So again, I'm telling you, I should stop putting the plastic things on these. There's no need for them. I really do hate the plastic things that they put on, especially when they're wrapping around the feet. God, it makes it how much it takes it. I'll spit it out properly in a minute. It takes so much longer to get them out of the box because they've got stupid plastic tags on them, holding them in place. So here is Solo out of the box. it looks really, really good. I really, really do like this Solo. It's a shame that they hadn't actually wrapped the finger in white, to be honest with you. Because I would have thought at this point he's got the We the Ones shirt on, so basically Bloodline, and he'd already started using the wrist tape on the thumb by that point. So I can't understand why they haven't done that. So yeah, you get the removable towel or whatever it is that he used to have on his head. He doesn't really tend to use it anymore, so you can take that off. Bit like the hood that came with the Undertaker, really. But obviously this is supposed to be the towel version. I like the Stuff Goods top because this goes with the Ultimate Usos that came out. Shut up, you bloody parrot. So yeah, it's really quite an impressive figure, to be honest, for Solo, being his, I think it's his second Elite figure. So it's actually really, really impressive. So let's move on to another figure. I think I will actually unbox my Saraya figure. Now this has actually got a protector thing on it. It's actually a ringside one, but I don't keep them in boxes. So Saraya has a hard box that I won't use. So obviously taking a look at this, we've got Saraya. It is from the Unrivaled Collection Series 15. Actually really, really good figure, to be honest. I sometimes look at it and think, gosh, she looks really ghostly white, but she's ghostly white anyway, isn't she? She really is ghostly white, but so let's start going into this. Now, a friend of mine called Finn from Galore Wrestling Figures, he likes to open these figures quite gently. However, I did say that I would try and open it like him again, like I did in the last video, although in the last video was an absolute torment, because I literally just ripped it open, and you can imagine the abuse I got over a message about it. Because he gives me abuse about it. So unfortunately for Galore Wrestling Figures, I've actually got to destroy this because I've got nothing to actually open the box with. So yes, Finn, you know that you like this bit, don't we? Finn, look at that. I know I'm going to get an abusive message later on. You don't open AEW figures like that. And a few bleeps. And a hand has fell out somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's in the box. A hand has fell out. So getting Saraya out of the actual plastic box itself, if it wants to come out. So here she is. Let's just take her apart so I can get the plastic bits off. I think she might have plastic on the arms, so I basically got to dismantle the figure just to find out. The one thing I actually quite like about the AEW figures is how they dismantle. Yes, I thought there might be plastic on the arms to protect the arms. So, right, arms are off. And let's put her back together. If she wants to. So, I've got to get that stupid ball on the hole. Behave yourself, then. Yeah, it's in now. But yeah. They really don't like going in at all. So, if I put her together without a jacket. Without a jacket for this, just for the time being. Hands are in. Almost. So, hands are in. And here is Savia. I really do hope that I'm actually saying that name right. Because I remember she put a post on, I think it was Twitter. And she put how it's actually pronounced. And she wrote Sir Rai, basically. And that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Now, obviously, this is a really good figure. The only thing, and I mentioned it on my last live video when I was actually showing that I'd got this figure. The one thing that really bugs me is this tattoo here. It is way too far down. And to me, it's not scaled enough. To me, that should be much larger. And the top part of that tattoo should actually go up here, rather than being below the boob, basically, because it does actually go like partly way up when you see your live on TV. They didn't get that right very well, I don't think, Jazzware. Apart from that, though, the figure is actually really, really good. Although I must say, she does look like she's got a bit of an ET neck. ET found home. But yeah, I mean, I know we've got some people have long necks, but she's not got a long neck like that. I mean, that is bloody giraffe, isn't it? Bloody giraffe. The neck on that. I don't think she's got that long of a neck. So I think that's a bit unscaled on that perspective as well. So, but apart from that, I mean, I am very critical when it comes to figures and stuff. Now, if you actually bend Savia down, that is pretty much how the tattoo should be. You see how it sort of disappeared underneath? That's how it should actually be, to me, when you've naturally got her stood up like that. It should be a lot further up. So, yeah, and with her, you get the jacket as well. This, I actually found that really, really good. It's a really, really good jacket, to be honest. I think Jazzwares, if I was to rate that Soraya figure, I would have to say at least 6 or 7 out of 10, to be honest. Because I think it could be, in some aspects, it could be much better. But it is still a good figure. So it's not all negative from there. I do really like the AEW figures, so I think some of them they can nail. Although I must say, as much as the face is actually pretty good on this, they have never ever nailed a figure's face on the women like they did the Tay Conti figure. That Tay Conti figure, the look-alike on the face scan was absolutely amazing, and they've never actually really done that since. I mean, Even this Britt Baker. That Britt Baker, the face on that isn't amazing. It isn't amazing at all. To be honest with you, when you look at that figure, I don't know what the hell they've done to the top lip, but it's like all like a reddish pinky lipstick kind of thing. But then it's got a strip of white right across it. Now, whether they're trying to get across that it's supposed to be shiny lip gloss, I don't know. But you know, after somebody's been wrestling and everything, it wouldn't be shiny. It'd be a bit sweaty, but that would be about it. But yeah, the face isn't brilliant on that. But like I say, I'm not unboxing that one just yet. In all honesty, I am a loose collector, and I actually don't know what to do about this one because it's a limited edition figure, but I really love the figure, and I would love to have it out of the box. But at the same time, I actually love the actual box design, so I'm actually in two minds of that. I mean, I could possibly go and buy another one if I can get hold of another one, but why have two of the same figure? I know that some collectors do that, but right. The next one that I do really want to get out of its box is this Seth Rollins. Now this is Elite 109 Seth Rollins. So the reason I want to get this out of the box is because I've noticed when I've been in Smith's a lot of the Seth Rollins figures with this new belt. I mean, it could just be the way it is in the box and everything, but every single figure that I have seen with the Seth Rollins with the new World Heavyweight Championship belt, the plate has been hanging off. But luckily, it's actually all right. It's actually all right. But when you saw it in the box, it looked like it was hanging off all the time like that. And I was wondering whether they botched the sizing and everything, and it's just come off the strap. But as a bit of reassurance, really, it actually isn't botched. It's just the way it is in the box. So I'm happy now. I'm actually happy now. So we'll get Seth out of his box. Packaging, should I say? However you want to say it. So yeah, we've got the Seth Rollins Elite Series 109 figure. Actually, a really good figure. How come my messages are not actually appearing? If anybody's, I've actually got no chat on here. And there is a setting in the corner here. I can't get it. I can't get to it because of the actual camera itself. So yeah, Seth Rollins Elite Series 109. Really good figure, to be honest. So let's just put the World Heavyweight title on him, since he is the only person that has actually come out with the World Heavyweight Championship so far, as I'm aware. So it's a bit loose. It's a bit on the loose side, and that is on the full. That is actually on the full. On the maximum that you could actually tie it up. So I would have thought there's possibly some adjustment needs doing by Mattel, or I suppose they could just leave it like that because if you get like a slightly bigger star, it'll probably still fit them. So yeah, I actually quite like that new World Heavyweight Championship belt. It is bugging me though, because when you've got it fastened, when you've got the belt fastened, it seems to come off on what it seems to like. Look, it does look like it's hanging off on one side, but it's nice actually in the thingy, but it's actually in the slot, but it's just how it is, but it just bugs me a little bit. I'm like that. So yeah, we've got Seth Rollins with the World Heavyweight Championship belt. So let's move on. Let's find who we're gonna get out next. I haven't got. I could do the SmackDown set next. So if I can get it out of the box, if I can get it out of the bag, I packed it that well it doesn't want to come out. So next, I am going to unbox the 4-pack, the 4 SmackDown pack that we see in Smith's. I saw this and it was 70 quid, I think it was, in Smith's. I did mention in my last live video, it's a bit steep, that. But then when you think about it, 4 elites would be 80. So you're basically getting a figure free if you get it from Smith's, if you don't get it from Scalpers, obviously. But yes, because some places you'd probably be paying 100 quid for this. I don't think that's right. If you get it from Smith's, you are pretty much getting a figure free, if you think about it. Because like I say, elites are usually $19.99 each. So call it 20, 40, 60, 80. It would be 80. You're getting this is 70 quid out of Smith's. So you are getting a figure free. So with that said, I know some people would be crying at me doing this because I'm literally destroying the box. And I know that some people would actually just buy the box on its own. But I haven't got the time for boxes and stuff. That's not that I haven't got the time for boxes, it's just I haven't got the space for boxes. That's why I collect loose. So here we go. So that's the 4 figures. Oh, this actually does come back. This actually comes out as a backdrop. So you could actually keep that as a display option for certain things. So I might think about keeping that bit. I'm not bothered about the box. So with the figures out, we've just got to get them out of the plastic. And once again, Mattel have put plastic on them. One figure, 2 figure, 3 figure, 4. I'm just getting all the accessories out first so that they're all out. So we've got mustard. Oh. Ow. Shot me right in the eye. Oh, God. I hope this someone doesn't do it now. It was the bottom part of the hand. It went whack straight in my eye. Good God. Getting these figures out of these boxes. So, and well, if I can get these bloody figures out, I think just by looking at the figures, the Stone Cold Steve Austin happens to be one of my favourites on this. And when I say the Stone Cold Steve Austin being my favourite of it, not because he's my favourite superstar, because I'm sure if anybody has watched any of my videos, they know who my favourite superstar is. But out of all these figures, this Stone Cold, we've had Stone Colds. We've had lots of Stone Colds in the past. But this one, I really, really like. I really, really like this Stone Cold because the jean shorts actually look like jean shorts rather than just a blue plastic mold. They've actually put the effort in and made, oh, pardon me, oh God, and actually made them look like a pair of shorts, jean shorts, rather than just a pair of blue, rather than just a blue mold and stuff. So, yeah, I'm really, really impressed with this Stone Cold. And you get the bottle of milk. This is actually a whole hand molded to the milk. You can't take the milk out of the hand, so you've got to change the hand to be able to get rid of the milk bottle. So yeah, it's not very often you see Austin drink milk. I also like the watch or whatever. Yeah, it is a watch. It was just the wrong way around. I like the watch on the hand of Stone Cold. It was the year, I think it was the year where he would sit there, what kind of thing. It was when WCW sort of came into it. So there's Stone Cold. Then obviously his partner in this pack is Booker T. When I say partner, I mean because these are pretty much two different eras in this box. Because I actually said it on my last live video. I thought it was a bit weird really, because they put two Ruthless Aggression era figures with two Attitude Era figures. So it seemed a bit strange. I'm just looking at that Booker T because no, it's not. I thought the shirt was actually ripped, but I actually quite like that. We've got the Booker T with the tell me you didn't just say that t-shirt. Obviously the one that he was wearing in the supermarket when Stone Cold absolutely trashed him. And then drunk some milk afterwards, which is obviously what this is all based on. So I really like those two figures. Obviously the Booker T is quite basic, really. It's just a pair of black trousers and t-shirt on it. Mainly for like backstage segment kind of thing. If you do like figure photography and stuff like that. Same with these. I mean, these are actually from the Street Fight. Not Street Fight. Was it the Parking Lot Brawl that Eddie Guerrero and John Cena had? On one of the SmackDown shows. Is that actually molded on? Oh no, the headband is actually removable on the John Cena. I actually thought it was molded onto the head sculpt, but it's not. It's actually removable. The t-shirt's removable. Really do like the t-shirt on this John Cena. And then you've got the Cheat to Win Eddie Guerrero figure. Again, another really, really good figure for the kind of era and the time it was. And I'm really, really quite happy with that set. Like I say, for £70, you are basically getting a figure free because you're getting Eddie Guerrero, John Cena, Booker T, and Stone Cold. And like I say, you can get it for £70 in Smith's, and Smith's charge $19.99 per figure, elites. So you are pretty much getting a figure free. It's basically buy three get one free. Can't go wrong there. As much as I actually did pull my face in when I actually saw the price, I was like, "Ooh, I look like a cat. I look like a cat when it's hissing." If I'd have had hair, it'd have probably gone up. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that set with the Stone Cold, Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, and John Cena SmackDown set. So I think one more figure to open on this live session. Who should it be? Should it be Rob Van Dam? Should it be Stevie Ray? Should it be Booker T? Should it be The Rock? Should it be Paul Bearer? Should it be the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns? Should it be Bret Hart, or should it be Roddy Piper? I think I'm going to go with a personal favourite. Now, I've said it before, and I will say it again. If people have tuned in to previous videos, you will know my personal favourite and, well, my biggest idol in wrestling is actually The Undertaker. So I think, on that note, I think we should just open. Oh yeah, Paul Bearer. So yes, this is going to be the last one that I open on this session. Paul Bearer from Elite Series 106. I still need to get the chase of this. The reason I want the chase for this is because it's in the blue suit. And the blue suit he used more a little bit later on when he was with Kane. I can't remember the specific moment, but the only finger was a bit fingy. I mean, I haven't actually seen it in person, so it could very well have it. But I think they should have done the more red hair look on the blue suit Paul Bearer. But this is the final figure that I will be opening on this session, and it is the standard Elite 106 Paul Bearer. Oh yes! So, looking at this, the series itself has the Usos, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Roxanne Perez. I haven't seen any any of those, I don't think, in anywhere. And Roxanne Perez, I would love to get my hands on, and the Chad Gable. However, with what's going on with Chad Gable and the Wyatt Six and the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile, along with also Alpha Academy. Yes, Alpha Academy. I think we might possibly see another Chad Gable come out. So let's get into, as Jerry Lawler once called him, the Salad Dodger. Let's get into the Salad Dodgers box. So Paul Bearer Elite 106 comes with the usual several hands. If I can get them out there. Oh, I didn't know that. Happened. Is that actually supposed to stay in there? No, it's just part of the thingy. I would actually love to be able to, because you get the really, really big urn with this Paul Bearer, the really big, gigantic one. That, if I remember rightly, that's the one that Karma, the Supreme Fighting Machine, actually melted down and turned into a gold chain around his neck. I would love to be able to modify that and have a light put in it. I would love to be able to do that. But when it comes to that kind of thing, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what I would be doing, because it actually looks like it comes apart as well. So it would be easy enough to install. He probably could get it apart, but I think he might snap the the mechanisms that hold it together and everything. You would end up having to glue it back together, and that's obviously you're really, really careful. You might be able to do it, but yeah, I would like to be able to install light into that. So Paul Bearer also comes with a smaller version of the urn. And I have to say, get it out. Whoever worked on this Paul Bearer figure, I can't help but praise. It's probably Bill from Mattel that actually worked on this figure. Previous figures of Paul Bearer, they've just been released with the standard elite body and everything. But this one, they have altered, and it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, that is proper. That is a proper Paul Bearer figure. It is not like previous figures. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm actually quite speechless with this figure, to be honest. I'm actually really, really speechless with this figure. It really is really, really good. Really, really, really well done. With this Paul Bearer. Wow. That is really, really good. Really, really is. Oh. And yes, I am live on YouTube, and I am pretty much having a play with this Paul Bearer. This is absolutely amazing. Look at that. Oh, yes! Oh! Paul Bearer. Wow. He'd be really, really proud of that figure if he was still here now. Wow. That's absolute one of my favourites in the manager category. I really, really do miss Paul Bearer. He was a great manager, and this figure, it highlights who he was. It really does. It really does highlight who it was. He was a big bloke. Don't get me wrong. He was a big bloke and everything, but wow. I mean, I suppose in a way when Jerry Lawler used to call him a salad dodger, it was a bit offensive, really, but it was an era where people didn't get upset about something so simple. But you won't be able to say that now. You get done for body shaming if you did that now. But yes, Paul Bearer, really, really great figure to end this live broadcast today. Really, really is. So I hope anybody that is tuned in or tunes in on a later note really enjoys this video. I've enjoyed doing this broadcast. I really have. To be honest with you, before I started it, I really wasn't actually feeling all that good. I had a banging headache. Still got a bit of an headache, but I had a banging headache right before I started doing this. And I thought, you know what, sod it. Let's try it. Take my mind off it. El presto. 1 hour later. 1 hour later, I'm still sat here with Paul Bearer sat in front of me going, oh, yes. So anyway, I hope anybody that's tuned in and anybody that does tune in on a later date, later on and everything, I hope you enjoy this video. Honestly, it would mean so much if there is people out there that will actually watch the whole thing. I know some people would get bored and stuff like that, but I know that there are some people out there that would enjoy it if they watched the full thing. But still to come on another broadcast. I've got loads more figures to open yet. I've got Stevie Ray, both standard and chase. The Booker T standard and chase of the Monday Night Wars. I've got 3 ultimate figures to open yet in Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, and the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. I've also got Pretty Deadly to open yet. Yes, boy! And another Roman Reigns Elite figure. I also have a few pop vinyls to open in the future video. I don't know when I'm gonna get round to actually doing this because I'm preparing to go away soon. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get as many videos out as possible over the next couple of weeks, or maybe even a few days. And so it's going to be quite hard because I've got to shoot down to Wales at some point. So for God's sake, that parrot's fell to the bottom of the cage again. That's the second time today, you stupid animal. Idiot. Get on your perch. She keeps falling off a perch. She's probably being an absolute muppet trying to spy around the she's got she's got a blanket over the front of her cage because she keeps making a screeching noise. But she's probably trying to. Are you what? What did you just say? She keeps saying something to me. Shut up. Don't start. We're finishing now. I'm finishing the video now. You're not going to start talking now. You should have done the Goldberg theme while we were doing this broadcast. People would have enjoyed to listen to that. You doing that. Hey, are you deaf? Never mind. Hey. Stop taking the mick out of me because I'm deaf. It's like, no, we're not doing that. No, don't start shouting Woggle on live broadcast. She called me Woggle. Hey, yeah, you're deaf, aren't you? You're deaf? I beg your pardon. You're deaf? Come on. You just been talking a minute ago. Come on. She's not having any of it now. She's not having any of it now. She just wants to do it while I'm talking, and she'll sit there going, Woggle, Woggle. Ah, God, yeah, she is. Anyway, but no, we're not. You what? Are you giving me your lip again? You what? I just want to see how she does it. Do you want a bath? That's what you normally say. I always reply to you, don't I? I'll give you a bath. I'll bloody drown you. Anyway, I suppose I need to call this a day. I have been yapping on with myself for an hour and 6 minutes. Wow. Wow. So, until next time, I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and I will see you in one of my next either live streams or just videos. May even be a gaming stream. I don't know. It all depends. So I hope people have enjoyed it, and until next time, I'm out.